Okay everybody, and welcome back. So today we're going to be replacing the O2 sensor in a 2014 Nissan Versa, and we're going to get started by taking the negative terminal off the battery for safety. I've done a very poor job of this in my other videos, but I want to kind of do better going forward, so here we go. So take that terminal off so you don't risk the engine accidentally starting or something shorting out and obviously hurting you. So to start with, you're going to need a 10 millimeter socket and ratchet, and remove these two that are holding basically just part of the air filter, and this is just directing the airflow so that it's the air intake is down lower on the car. So you're going to remove these two 10 millimeters, and then the entire assembly will twist out in a counterclockwise rotation. And for those of you watching today, if this video helps you in any way, please please subscribe. I hate to be one of those YouTubers that begs, but really it means a lot to the YouTube algorithm, and I really like making these videos for you and I like to continue. So please, if you get some benefit out of this, it's easy and it's free. Subscribe to the channel, click the like button below, easy peasy. So the next thing you need to do, there's two 10 millimeters right here on the side of the airbox as well. You're going to need to take these out. And I haven't mentioned this, but this is a pretty easy repair. A lot of O2 sensors can be a massive pain. I won't say this is easy. It's not like it's facing outward, but it's not very hard at all. The hardest part about this is you don't get much leverage on the ratchet, so it can be a little tough to break through. And the only two or three tools you need: a pair of pliers, obviously a 10 millimeter socket and ratchet to go with it, and you'll need an O2 sensor socket. But that's about it. So easy enough that anybody can do it. So once you get those two bolts out of the airbox, there's a nut. You can use your same 10 millimeter. You're just going to loosen up this clamp where the airbox goes into the throttle body. There's a just a clamp on. You just want to loosen it up. It's going to let you move the airbox out of the way in a little bit so you can get to the O2 sensor. And you can see, really more than anything, you kind of just have to manhandle it out of there. It's pretty tough. You won't break it. But, you can just kind of manipulate it and get the bottom out first. That's the easiest way. It's not very hard to do. Obviously, I'm a little weakling, so just pull that out. And one of the common codes you'll see for this is the P0420 code. That's a real common code for this. And then I'm just going to take some pliers, and I'm removing a little hose clamp right here. And this will give us all the freedom we need to get the airbox completely laid over to the side and out of the way. So that's about it as far as the hard part goes, other than actually removing it. So if you look through here, start by removing this connector for the O2 sensor. And you can see I removed it with one hand while holding the camera with the other. That's pretty easy to do. And then really the only other thing you need to do is put the socket on the actual O2 sensor. And you can see where it's located back in here. And just let... I've already got it on there just so you can see where its location. So you'll get the socket on there. You shouldn't have any trouble with it. Again, using an O2 socket. And then the hardest part you're going to experience now is you only can move the ratchet, a very short distance at a time. But it's easy to get enough leverage. It's just hard to, it just takes a while. So once you get it loose, that's it. And obviously the installation is the opposite. So if you have any questions or need any help, just let me know. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.